Good morning, dear students. Today I am going to explain you a poem Climate Change written by Julia Melnikova, Module 3 and Unit 10. So, this is a poem about the climate, how we are spoiling our climate. So, how we are damaging our environment. Our next generation going to face. So, what we have to do now to stop this damage of environment. So see here, you have heard, but you have mostly heard cold waves kill someone in Delhi. Okay, there is no rain, or there is a heavy rainfall in Telangana due to something, isn't it? You heard this all things. These all things. Why this is going on? Why this is going on means these all are doing. We are only doing this by spoiling the our nature, by spoiling our earth. How we are doing this? By with the pollution we are increasing, isn't it? With the factories, the air pollution, with the vehicles, the sound pollution, with the plastic, water pollution, and we are cutting the forests, isn't it? So okay, now before I explain the poem, I will tell you about the poet. A small introduction about the poet. Julia Melnikova is an international reputed researcher. Who is she? She is an international reputed researcher analyst on a climate change. She born in Russia and she completed her studies in Germany and work in Russia, Germany, United Kingdom and also in United States. Her contribution to International Carbon Action Planning ICAP is commendable. So this is the introduction of the poet. So see here, this is the poem. While I am going to read it, and while reading I will explain stanza by stanza or line by line. Okay beta, now I don't want my children to see earth die, where fishes don't swim and birds don't fly, with no air for breathing, no water to drink, when global condition will make the land sink. So here what the poet is saying, I don't want my children to see how the earth is completely dying. By polluting we are killing the earth. And with the pollution of water and the pollution of air, we are killing the birds and fishes. If there is no water, then no fishes will swim. If the air is completely polluted like this only, with the pollution of sound, with the pollution of air, the birds are dying, isn't it? So where no air for breathing, no water to drink. See here beta, so there is no air, so we are cutting the forest, isn't it? We are cutting the forest to make the industries, to make the houses, to make the ventures. So if we cut the forest, there is no air to breathe, isn't it? There is no air to breathe, as well as there is no water to drink. So in future maybe it is going to possible, we have to hang one oxygen cylinder on our back and keep a mask to breathe. It will, maybe it is going to going like that only. So now only we are getting water from the bottles by 20 rupees each bottle per liter. In future maybe it may be 100 rupees per liter, or there is no water to drink, I think. So we have to stop these all things. We don't have to make the completely earth sink, the complete land sink. So in the second, I don't want emissions to stay in the air, to fill our lungs and spread everywhere. So what is in the second stanza? In second stanza, what the poet is saying about, she don't want the emissions to stay in the air. Dirtiness is to stay in the gases, fumes and factory smoke. So she don't want to stay the emissions in the air. Emissions means nothing but the gases, the pollution, the smoke, what we are facing now in the air. So if it is in the air, then it will comes into our lungs. When while breathing, it will comes into our lungs. So that she don't want any emission in the air and spread everywhere. Now, to causes global warming, submerging the land, to stop all this mess, we should lead our hand. So, what we have to do? We have to stop this all by doing such a good things like planting trees, isn't it? To stop the vehicles, more vehicles. If we are going to one place, we have to use only one vehicle, but we are not doing like this. It is, we don't have to do such a things to pollute the land. And so in one poet Gulzar is there. He told what he told that to plant one plant on our birthday, to plant a plant on our birthday. So it will minimum a little bit also it will require the for our health, for our oxygen, for our nature, isn't it? So like that only what she is telling, we don't have to stop, we don't have to stay for someone to do that things. We have to do it ourselves. We have to lead our hand only. We have to lend our hand. Nature is dying together with us. We won't exist here but for the green grass. We must prevent nature from saying farewell. If it is dies, we will die as well. So we don't have to say nature farewell, isn't it? We will die. Definitely in future we will die, but we don't have to make the nature die. We don't have to give the nature farewell. We have to stop it here only. How? With the planting trees, with the green grass, and preventing the nature. Okay, we have to save the nature for our next generation. What could human being achieve means? To make our planet on big rubbish bin. No matter that you may be only a teen, it's never too early or late to go green. So see here how beautifully she wrote. What could human being achieve mean? To make our planet one big rubbish bin. No matter that you may be only a teen. No matter that you may be only a teen. It's never too early or late to go green. So here what we are doing now? We are making the nature as a big we are making the earth as a big rubbish dustbin by spoiling the nature. But what she told, if you are teen, that also, then also it is not a late. No matter that you may be only a teen, if you are in a teenage also, it is not so early, not so late. You can make the nature green. You can make the nature green. To show our children the beauty of life, to help polar bears and pandas survive, to climb to the world that this stake should gain well. Wait, let's firstly take part in the global debate. So what she is telling? To show our children the beautiful life, to show our children the beautiful life on the earth, to help the polar bears and pandas survive. Nowadays they are dying, they are completely dying. So we have to save the polar bears and also pandas. To claim to the world that this duck should give. Wait, this firstly take part in the global debate. We have to firstly take a part in the global debate to save our nature, to save our nature, to save our earth. This is the meaning of the poem. I hope you understand, ma.